things I'm always trying to do is improve the quality of the videos I put out. One of the things I'm going to be doing here soon is a lot more of the technical review kind of things. And I wanted to be able to display my items a little bit better than I have, a little more professionally. But I also wanted to do it on a budget. I didn't want to, break the bank in order to put this together. So I went and started doing a little bit of hunting for things, and I found a couple that I think are going to help a little bit. First of all, I got a Lightbox, and this is basically a cube that has LEDs in it that light up the inside, remove all the shadows, and I also got an electric turntable that would rotate. And we're going to put these two things together and see if we can come up with something that can help, I guess, improve the visuals of the products I'm reviewing. So we're going to put the Lightbox together now. Now I would like to note I did do this intentionally on a budget, so these are not the best materials out there, but I think they're going to be adequate for the job we're trying to accomplish. Now, just so you know, I spent $15 on the Lightbox, and $26 on the turntable, so just a little over $40 for this setup. Let's see what we can get out of it. So one of the things, this is nice, this came with a card. This has a lifetime quality guarantee, so that's good to know. Also, a lot of numbers for phone numbers for service, emails, Instagram and Facebook. So they appear to want to be customer supportive. Hopefully we won't need any of that stuff. So this comes in this nice little bag. It's got drawstrings. The name of the product is the Pula's 20 centimeter LED portable photo studio. And that's kind of an image of what it's going to look like once I have it together. So inside we have some instructions. One page, should be plenty. We have two USB to micro USB cables. So each one of the banks of LEDs is powered separately. I don't know that I love that, because certainly electronically that could have been wired together to work just fine. But so let's so good news, we have one of the standard USB plugs into a Y-type cable with two of the micro USB. So that's good. Then we have this fabric. Now these are for hanging in the box and creating different color light boxes. So we've got, and this is like a canvas, a light canvas material. So we've got green, and black, and gold, red, white. I don't know why we would need the white. I think I can see it, because you would use this because that would take away the corners and the hard edges of this. So I think we would still use this. And then blue. All right. Let's see if we can put the box together. I'm going to read the instructions really quickly, so if you can bear with me, I will, of course, cut this out. But so this, I thought, was actually going to be the envelope for this, but this is the box itself. It folds into a nice 1/2 inch thick, this is a vinyl material, and basically you just pop it open and unfold it. Okay, and then we have some tabs. Let's see, like right here, there's a bunch of tabs there on each side. And then on the bottom, these same tab-like things. Now on the top, we have these folding edges, and this has the other tab to it. So it looks as simple as putting the tabs together. It's very simple. Okay. So I thought that was going to be difficult, but it wasn't. In fact, it was very, very easy. So now we have the box. We have a ledge. And you see, the LED strips here, and then there's one here on top as well. See that? Okay. Now the plugs for these are on the right side, both of these. We have a micro USB port for each one of these. On top, we have a circle that you can actually open, a flap that you can open to take top-down pictures, but when you're not taking top-down pictures, you can close it in order to get the full cube action going on. Now, I am going to go ahead and install the white cloth because I think it is important to have the cloth in there. Now this goes in the back. There are two more tabs in the back that you slip these on, and they just hook on there, and then that basically creates your soft environment. There you go. There it is. Okay. Oops. Came apart here on top. That's not surprising. It's a little stiff, and you know it's new, so it's it's going to be a battle we're going to fight a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and plug it in. We'll run the cables around the back because I've got the plug on the other side. Let's see if this does anything to distort. Okay, the plugs are a little tight going in. That may also, with time, become a little smoother. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. Look at that. And there we have a Lightbox. All right. So let's go ahead and get out the turntable. Let's see what that gives us. So I bought this inexpensive. Let's go ahead and unplug that so we don't have the light. So I bought this inexpensive turntable. It plugs in as well. It also runs on batteries. This is actually meant for being a display in like a store. But I got it for this purpose. I think it's going to do fine. And again, we have the same thing. So we've got a USB and a micro USB connector, so that's good. We also have, this is something that's kind of cool for this. We also have different color toppers for the turntable. So we've got the white, the sienna, black, and a gray color. I guess you could use the white if you needed shiny, but I think the matte surface that it comes with is just fine. Now, the turntable is very simple. It fits right in. It's got the micro USB port for the power, and then it has this switch. Now this switch being in the middle is off. If you go to the right, it'll go clockwise. If to the left, it'll go counterclockwise. Now something else I wanted to point out on the Lightbox. If you look here on the side, it's got these cutouts. This allows you to get a camera angle to the side as well. So it's pretty good for accessibility for getting the camera in there and getting the angles you need for the particular shot. So let's go ahead and go ahead and put in the turntable. And we'll give this a little try with a product that I'm going to be reviewing coming up here. Okay, so we'll be running this with a battery in the future for our real stuff. All right, let's plug in the turntable. Let's turn it on. Let's plug in. Okay. And there we have it. This is our Lightbox with turntable. So I'm going to now just play with a few things. I'm going to put a few things on here and get a feel for how they look within the Lightbox and see if we can't get some really quality pictures, okay? So I'm going to go away for a little bit from here and we'll just play around down here. Okay, be right back. Alright, so I just wanted to finish off with just a little quick commentary about the Lightbox experiment. So the box is small. I mean, it's obvious that it is. It's meant for small objects. Some of the things I did not like about it, excuse me, some of the things I did not like about it was when you put in the color backgrounds, the sides, of course, stay white. And so you have to really zoom in order to crop out the white sides. Now I suppose you could do some kind of masking and things like that if you wanted to get all fancy. The construction is flimsy. You can harden that up if you wanted to with probably some cardboard, some duct tape. I find it's fine for what it's going to be used for, which is infrequent type situations. Perfect, I guess, for my circumstances. I didn't like the fact that the two LEDs are not wired together and just having one plug. That just seems like that's lazy, because that's a simple enough thing to do. I do like that it breaks down, it's compact. I do like the fact that you do have those different colors. That's pretty cool. So you get the colors, you get the light box, you get the LEDs, all that. That was $15. That's a good deal for what I wanted to do it for. There are much more expensive light boxes out there, upwards of $200, which I'm sure if I did this for a living, that would be a perfectly fine investment, but it's not. So it's perfectly suitable for my needs. The rotating display,
think was a little overpriced. It's really cheaply made, but it's quiet, and it does do what it advertised. So I mean, I think it's probably about $6 to $8 overpriced, but it did the job as well. So with the two things combined, I think I said I spent 26. I believe the rotating display was 23 and the Lightbox was 15. So for $38 I was able to produce these pictures. Some of them were better than others. Some of them may be my own fault. A little practice, I'm sure, will make them better. I'm not sure this was meant for video use. I think it was more designed for photography. But that's okay. I mean, you know, we try to apply the same principles to both disciplines. I'll have to say, for what I expect to use it for as infrequently as I expect to use it, I think it was suitably priced, and I think it's a perfectly adequate solution for small things. Okay, so there you have it. Simple, fine solution. Let me know if you have any other thoughts of your own about a different way or a better way of doing this. I'm always interested in learning. But this was my first stab at taking and addressing something like this, and this is what I came up with, and it's not bad. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time for a new video, hopefully very soon. All right, take it easy.